Welcome to Bladerunner Tool Sharpening's Before and After. This really isn't a before and after. This is kind of a special edition. While I'm waiting for folks at some of the farmers markets or places that I actually sit at to sharpen their tools, I used to read. That made me tired, and you sit around, you twiddle your thumbs, and the day goes on forever, seems like. So a gentleman brought in a file that he turned into a knife with his nephew, and he asked me to sharpen it up and clean it all up for him, which I did, and I enjoyed it so much I started doing it on my own. So I've made numerous file knives, which I'll show you a little bit later. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm at one of the farmers markets here. I'm here very early, about an hour and a half early. So what I'm going to do is take this ordinary lawnmower blade that somebody tossed, and what I've done is I've drawn out a knife. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that out, and I'm going to attempt to sharpen it and clean it all up and buff it. And I won't be able to put a wood handle on, but I'm going to try to get everything done within the course of today. So during the course, I'll flick on the video and show you a step, and then go to the next and go to the next until I'm completed, hopefully by the end of this morning. See you when I get back. We're back with one of our little intervals. I just clipped that out. It took me about 15 minutes of solid grinding to get that cut out of there. But it's going to be, I think it's going to be really comfortable. It's going to be a nice little knife. So we'll be back in a little bit with some more results. Welcome back to another update. Well, I've hammered this thing down, cleaned off the rust, got my basic shape of what I want. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing a little bit of the detail work. I want to kind of make it a nice little swoop there with that edge if I can. Sort of a fake Tonto style right there. And then of course get myself a decent edge on there where I could actually cut something with it. I still have a little bit of hammering left to do. There's a little bit of a bow, but I'll get all that out. Be back. Welcome back to Bladerunner ROA knives, however you want to say it. Like I said earlier, I'm going to show you some of the file knives that I've done in the past while I'm sitting and waiting. Here's one that I made up as an awfully thick file, very large mill bastard file. And what I did was I had a friend of mine parachute cord wrap that for me. Looked really nice. I went ahead and put the indents in the file itself, and it felt really good, but it just didn't have enough girth to it to make it comfortable. So I had him parachute wrap that, kind of making it turn into a survival knife, so to speak. And then I purchased this for like 10 bucks, and it fits just perfect. It makes a nice little set. And then I was at one of the farmers markets, and I was showing this to a kid, high school kid, and he goes, "Oh my gosh, that would make the absolute perfect zombie killer." I'm going, "Excuse me?" And he says, "Yeah." He says, "The only way you can truly kill a zombie is to pull the brainstem out. And with your knife, that's highly possible to do that." I just like the look of this, but he said if you stab a zombie on top of the head and yank out the knife, these will grab the brainstem and pull the brainstem out, and therefore you can kill a zombie with one of these knives. So I was looking at my knives one day, and this one was laying there, and happened to be laying next to this one. Gosh, they look so much alike, I'll just call them my his and hers zombie killers. And then another one, a really nice one I like, is I really like the pattern in these, is the Farrier's file. And I've turned this one into a Skinner. And of course, as you can see, it's a dual-sided, because Farrier files are that way. You've got your rasp file in there, and then you got your mill file on the other side. Put a walnut handle on that. It's very comfortable both ways. You can choke up on it and pull with that, or you can hit it and use your thumb as leverage and push with that. So it's a very comfortable knife. And then this one here, a friend of mine said that he wanted a knife like the Farrier file, and he wanted the rasp on both sides. I searched high and low, and this one just kind of fell into my lap. This one turned out beautiful. I mean, it is a very comfortable knife, very good looking knife. And he didn't come up with the money, so it's mine now. It's in my collection now. I really like it. I don't hardly think I can get rid of it anymore. And then of course you have your lawnmower blade file, or lawnmower blade knife that I was working on all of this farmer's market. It came out pretty darn good. I'm kind of happy with it. For only working on it a couple of hours during the farmer's market, I got pretty busy, so I had to do everyone else's work also, but and it does work. So I believe I can cut a few things with that. That's what I do when I'm waiting at the farmers markets for people to show up. And I had a couple of people ask me that, so I thought I'd make this video and show you how I do it. So that's what makes the world go round here, ROA knives, or Bladerunner tool sharpenings before and after, however you want to put it. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please like us on Facebook, and remember, with Bladerunner, there is never a dull moment.